Last time we saw Vincent discover the life-changing power of research. His worldview expanded enormously as he immersed himself in philosophical concepts like Stoicism. For the first time in years, Vincent felt inspired by the ancient wisdom which still resonates today. Research also enabled Vincent to think more critically. As Rachel said to Bruce Wayne, "It's not who you are underneath, it's what you do that defines you." Vincent focused on self-betterment through action. Soon his podcast was born, blending philosophy, creativity, and business acumen. Though already profoundly changed, Vincent's metamorphosis had just begun. His eyes open to the vast possibilities of knowledge. Vincent feels an insatiable hunger to keep learning and improving. There is still so much uncharted territory ahead. And to reach his full potential, Vincent needs self-knowledge. Researching his own mind and behavior could unlock untapped parts of himself. Yes, Vincent has come quite far, but the most transformative discoveries still await him. To live a fulfilling life, the learning never stops. At first, researching philosophy felt like drinking from a fire hose, but soon Vincent grew addicted to the rush of insights. With each new concept, his mind expanded like a balloon. Vincent realized real comprehension requires digging beneath the surface level. As an unfulfilled young professional, this hunger for depth led Vincent to explore what makes life meaningful. He dove into humanity's limits, timeless stories, and philosophers' wisdom. Each framework was a key to unlocking a new worldview. Vincent devoured works on ethics and consciousness, recognizing connections between disciplines through sustained research. He saw life's intricacies in technicolor rather than black and white. The path ahead seemed limitless. As Bruce Wayne was told, "You know how to fight 6 men. We can teach you how to engage 600. Vincent rigorously dives deeper, strengthening his mind. This dedicated research fulfills him as comprehension expands. He sharpened his critical thinking by studying logic, cognitive biases, and more. Vincent analyzed issues from multiple angles, appreciating nuances. Things were not as black and white anymore. This sustained learning fulfilled Vincent. By dedicating himself to lifelong knowledge acquisition, his comprehension deepened continually. The path ahead seemed boundless. Vincent learned his podcast needed both creativity and critical thinking. He brainstormed topics by marrying philosophy with social science research. Imagination sparked episode ideas while analysis ensured factual accuracy. Vincent carefully crafted each episode to blend entertainment and insight. By fusing creativity with rigor, his show provided real value. Feedback showed he successfully balanced what was right emotionally with what made empirical sense. As Bruce Wayne realized, theatricality and deceptions are powerful agents. Vincent learns impactful podcasts balance creativity with analytical thinking. Research helps him generate engaging episode ideas. Vincent relished the idea of the creativity of blending philosophy and social science on his podcast. His mind buzzed with ideas as he outlined episodes exploring ancient wisdom through modern research. In production, Vincent assures he grounds his creative storytelling into well-researched facts. He analyzes which music and edits will best resonate with listeners, like Bruce Wayne turning trauma into strength. Feedback shows Vincent successfully blends entertainment with insight. Audiences are drawn to his infectious curiosity while learning new concepts. Vincent realizes he flourishes when uniting what feels right with empirical data. Through this alchemy, his show provides real value to the world. By blending imagination and critical thinking, Vincent could craft both entertaining and insightful podcasts. This creative outlet supported his mental health growth. Vincent realizes that to reach his full potential, he needs to address his ongoing struggles with anxiety and depression. Through research, he dives deep into understanding the roots of mental health. On the surface level, we all understand why smoking is bad and eating a balanced diet is good for us. The erosion of our well-being from chronic depression or anxiety, also looking at both sides of a story, because we know biases, fallacies, and a lack of judgment pollute our thoughts. An examined person is prepared to tread uncomfortable places, welcome contention between loved ones and strangers, and see which shadows are kept away. Recognize the capacity to be divine or hellish learn, and practice to align oneself with the values and virtues in a world that's sometimes contradictory, deceptive, and unfair. Vincent was wary of confronting his mental health challenges at first. As Bruce Wayne learned, facing your fears will set you free, but step by step, he pushed past the discomfort through techniques like CBT and journaling. Shedding old thought patterns felt like peeling away dead skin, painful yet oddly freeing. Putting research into daily action proved difficult, but Vincent persisted, believing a healthy life lay on the other side. Gradually, his mood lifted, clouds of depression slowly dissipating to reveal glimmers of lasting optimism. Vincent knew the work was never done, but he finally felt in control. Though passionate about his podcast, Vincent still struggles with self-doubt and nerves about putting himself out into the world. He wonders whether anyone really cares what he has to say. However, the depth of knowledge Vincent gains from tireless research gives him courage. He has unique perspectives to share as both a student of philosophy and psychology. Vincent maps out a timeline of his growth from childhood into now and how much his personality has changed. He compares what he believes against with what his family, friends, and co-workers views of him. He asks himself, are there any parallels or contradictions? If there is a mismatch, the key lies in the subtleties in his persona or projecting a shadow not aligned with his core values and conveying something primal and suppressed. Reminded of Bruce Wayne's journey in Batman Begins, it's not who you are underneath, it's what you do that defines you. Taking the leap to publish requires faith in himself. Positive feedback validates Vincent's voice, like Bruce becoming Batman. Publishing his podcast required tremendous vulnerability. Vincent was unsure anyone would care what he had to say, but slowly feedback trickled in, and it was positive, even glowing. Vincent was flooded with pride and validation. Years of self-doubt seemed to wash away. He gained new assurance in his abilities, as if seeing himself clearly for the first time. Millions of podcasts existed, but Vincent realized his unique perspective made his show stand out. Confidence replaced imposter syndrome. Vincent trusted his voice, fueled by the knowledge his thoughts resonated and provided value. By leaning into research instead of running from criticism, Vincent transforms his self-image. His purpose and conviction override superficial doubts. He has planted his flag firmly on the ground. When Vincent began independently researching topics like philosophy and psychology, he did not know how much it would change his life. On the surface, research simply seems like gathering information, but in Vincent's case, it unlocked deep personal transformation. By continually seeking knowledge, Vincent expanded his mental horizons and achieved clarity. He unearthed tools to improve his emotional health. After finding his purpose, Vincent gained unshakable confidence. Of course, the journey doesn't end there. As Alfred told Bruce Wayne, "Why do we fall, sir? So that we can learn to pick ourselves up." Vincent's growth through research persists each day. He has witnessed firsthand how illuminating research can be. The quest for knowledge cultivated a rich inner soil for Vincent to bloom. Curiosity fueled progress. Vincent realized that whenever he feels stagnant or lost, new research endeavors will put him back on the path. The desire to learn is inside of all of us. In Batman: The Dark Knight, Harvey Dent said, "The night is the darkest just before the dawn, and I promise you, the dawn is coming." If you feel lost in the shadows, take inspiration from Vincent's story. The light of knowledge awaits. Let research guide your way, no matter how impossible it seems. The journey of growth often begins in darkness, but enduring night cultivates wisdom, and wisdom illuminates a new day.